Count the people currently standing in your kitchen. Now count again. If the number changed, do not enter the room. When did your mother last leave the kitchen? Not today, not yesterday. Think carefully. This is an emergency advisory from the Office of Anomaly Safety, Domestic Behavior Division, Subdivision C. Repetitive pattern recognition. If someone in your household has been preparing the same meal for longer than 36 hours without sleeping, without eating, without acknowledging your presence, you are already inside an active domestic loop event. Do not leave through the front door. A domestic loop event occurs when a person becomes anchored to a single ordinary behavior: cooking, folding laundry, watering plants, cleaning a room. The behavior itself is not dangerous. The person performing it is not dangerous, at least not initially. The repetition acts as a signal, a frequency, a beacon. Something listens for it. Something eventually arrives. OAS classifies this secondary presence as a recurrence passenger. The passenger does not cook. It does not speak. It does not move objects. It watches. Residents frequently report seeing an unfamiliar figure standing in doorways, reflected in dark windows, or appearing in family photographs. When examined directly, the figure is no longer there. The photographs are not altered. The witnesses are not mistaken. The passenger has one consistent characteristic. It only appears where nobody is looking. Case Study 7 Delta. The Callaway residence. Mother, father, daughter, son. Tuesday evening, the mother began preparing soup, a family recipe she had cooked hundreds of times. She was wearing the same flower-patterned apron her daughter Mara had given her for Mother's Day. Nothing appeared unusual. By Wednesday morning, the soup had not been served. The mother had remained at the stove for 11 continuous hours. The father brought her water. She did not drink it. He asked if she was feeling well. She did not answer. He asked if she remembered that Mara's birthday was next week. For exactly 1 second, the spoon stopped moving. Then the stirring continued. OAS analysts believe this was the final recorded moment in which the anchored individual recognized her surroundings. By Wednesday evening, Mara began noticing another problem. The kitchen no longer felt empty. Every time she looked at her mother, she felt as though someone was standing behind her. She never saw anyone directly. That night, the family took a photograph in the dining room. When the image was developed, a tall silhouette was visible beside the refrigerator. No member of the family remembered seeing the figure. By Thursday morning, the smell had changed. Not spoiled, not burned. Mara described it as something sweet that had been wet for a very long time. The soup continued boiling. The liquid level never decreased. 48 hours passed. The pot remained completely full. The father reviewed the home's security footage. At 2:13 a.m., his wife was stirring the soup. At 2:14 a.m., a second figure appeared directly behind her. At 2:15 a.m., the figure was gone. The recording showed no movement. The figure simply existed in one frame and not in the next. The father entered the kitchen that afternoon. He intended to turn off the stove. He placed his hand on his wife's shoulder. She turned around. OAS review teams later confirmed that the face visible in the recording did not match any recognized human arrangement. The skin was present. The features were present. They were simply organized incorrectly. The nose faced inward. The eyes opened sideways. The mouth unfolded beneath the chin. One section, then another, like a cabinet opening. The father did not scream. Instead, he sat down on the floor and began counting backward from 30. Several unrelated survivors of domestic loop events have reported the same instinctive behavior. Analysts do not understand why. However, subjects who counted backward demonstrated a significantly higher survival rate. If you are currently inside an active domestic loop event, follow these instructions carefully. Do not turn off the stove. Do not remove the pot. Do not taste the contents. Sit on the floor. Remain below countertop height. The passenger has difficulty tracking seated subjects during early manifestation. Count backward from 30. Do not use your fingers. Do not move your lips. When you reach 11, stop. Say aloud, I know you are working. I will wait. Do not look at the stove. Do not look at reflections. Do not look toward any doorway. If the cooking sound stops, we apologize for the interruption. The previous transmission originated from a non-sanctioned source. OAS takes the integrity of public advisory systems seriously. Step 6. If the cooking sound stops, you have approximately 4 seconds before the recurrence passenger completes its transition. Use those 4 seconds to close your eyes. Remain silent. Do not open them, regardless of what you hear. The entity cannot fully manifest to subjects who are not observing it. It will return to the pot. It will wait. It has always been patient. OAS recovery teams entered the Callaway residence 6 years after the event. The home was empty. No members of the family were ever located. The kitchen remained untouched. The stove was still warm. The soup was still boiling. The pot was still full. Audio recovered from the residence contained a single voice. The same sentence repeated continuously for 6 years. Dinner will be ready soon. Dinner will be ready soon. Dinner will be ready soon. The apron was still hanging beside the stove. The Office of Anomaly Safety thanks you for your cooperation. If someone in your home is currently cooking, tell us how long. If the answer is more than 12 hours, do not tell them we contacted you.